Good afternoon to you. Now we are continuing with the economy. In the last class, we have seen what is meant by shares, what are the bonds, what is debenture, what is the differential voting right, equity shares. All these things we have seen in the last class. Today we will see what are the various kinds of bonds. Various kinds of bonds. This is important from prelim point of view because a certain questions can appear in the form of match the following. So kindly see, which is very important topic. First we will see the perpetual bond. Perpetual bond means the bond carries no maturity date. It is treated as equity and not as debt. No redemption. Only interest is paid periodically to the holder for life and then to his family and so on. This is called perpetual bond. The second is sovereign bond. Sovereign bond is issued by national governments, state governments, Reserve Bank of India. It is issued on discount. What is discount? Discount is nothing but a kind of interest. For example, I want to buy a bond of rupees 1 lakh. The face value of the bond is 1 lakh. For a period of 1 year at 10% interest rate. Now the bond will be issued at 90,000. But on maturity I get only 1 lakh. This is called a discount. So a discount bond is the difference between the face value of the bond and the price for which it is sold. In fact, this is better than interest because the 1,000 rupees which you get in the 10 years, 1 year before, its value after 1 year will be less. Suppose if you are getting interest, the value of that 1,000 rupees at the expiry of 1 year would be around 960 or 950 because of the inflation. So this is one way better than interest rate. That is called discount. Then perhaps you know the government of India in consultation with the RBI, just now it is the recent news, decided to issue sovereign gold bonds in 6 installments from April to September 2020. Because of COVID-19, the gold prices are shooting up. They are issued by RBI on behalf of Government of India. These are government bonds denominated in the grams of gold. They are substitutes for holding the gold. Last time the scheme was launched in November 2015, important from PT point of view. Then what is meant by government securities? If Government of India needs money, it sells its securities through RBI. These securities are called government securities. It is also called gilt-edged securities. What is the gilt-edged? It is a Britishers' legacy. In the border of the security bond, there are gold lines, hence called gilt-edged security. These are zero coupon bonds. In some cases, interest is also paid in lieu of discount. Then comes what is known as term bonds. These are bonds from a single issue which mature on the same date. On the maturity date, the principal must be repaid to the bondholder. Term bond can have longer or shorter term maturities. Then comes what is known as serial bond. It is a bond which is structured in such a way that a portion of the outstanding bonds mature at a regular interval until all the bonds are getting mature. So, periodically you will get the maturity amount. Then comes zero coupon bond. It is a bond issued at a discount. I have already told you what is discount. And the bond redeemed at the face value. For example, 1000 rupees bond, you pay only 900. But at the maturity, after say 1 year, you are paid 1000. This is zero coupon bond. Extendable bond. In this case, no fixed maturity. The term is extendable at the request of the buyer. It is a complex bond with the option for the holder to extend the maturity date by the number of years. So, this is called extendable bond. Then comes retractable bond. Retractable bond. It is a bond which has an option to the holder to force the issuer to redeem the bond before maturity. This is like as good as callable bond, that we will come later. Retractable bond means it has an option for the holder to force the issuer to redeem the bond before maturity. That is retract. Retract means going backward. Then comes inflation linked bond. Important. What is inflation linked bond? Let us say the bank interest is 4%. The inflation is 6%. So the person who is putting the money in the bank is actually losing. So, to encourage people to deposit, inflation linked bond is introduced. It is a bond which provides the interest rate plus inflation rate. So, the interest rate is flexible. So, but the normal interest rate is 12% and the inflation is 3%, interest payable would be around 15%. The interest rate of the SBI or any other bank is MCLR related. This is called inflation linked bond. Then comes convertible bond. Convertible means which can be converted. Convertible bond is the one in which the holder can convert some portion of the bond into specified number of common equity shares. I told you earlier in the last class, you can convert only the debentures into equity shares. You cannot convert the bond. I still maintain it. Convertible bond, but you should know. Convertible bond means a bond in which the holder can convert some portion of the bond into equity shares. Normally, only debentures are converted into equity. Bonds cannot be. Then comes what is known as non-convertible bond. It is the one which cannot be converted into equity shares. Very simple. Then comes cumulative bond. What is cumulative bond? Cumulative bond is the bond in which the principal and interest is paid at the end of the term with the cumulative interest. Understand? Suppose a 10-year bond you are taking, there are options. You can get the interest every month or every quarter or every half year or every year. Then every year you will pay the interest. And the cumulative means you will be paid interest plus principal at the end of the term. That interest also earns interest. That is called cumulative. For example, I put 1 lakh in a bond for 10 years. 10% interest per annum as a cumulative bond. In this case, I will get full principal amount and interest, that is at the rate of cumulative interest at 10% after 10 years on maturity. No interest is paid in between. This is called a cumulative bond. Non-cumulative bond means the interest is paid annually and on maturity the principal amount is paid. Then comes redeemable bond. It is a bond which can be redeemed on the maturity. Interest should be paid annually. Then comes irredeemable bond. Irredeemable bond which cannot be redeemed. That is a bond which has no maturity date, but only interest is paid annually. This is also called, first I told you, perpetual bond. The other name is irredeemable bond. And this is not in force in India, for your information. But remember. Then comes registered bonds and debentures. Registered bonds and debentures, the details of the holders of the bond are available with the company. There is a register. In that register, the holder, the name of the holder, his details, particulars, PAN number, Aadhaar, every detail will be available. That is called registered bonds. Even if it is misplaced or lost, it can be traced out. Whereas on the other hand, there is another kind of unregistered bonds or unregistered debentures. These are not registered in the company records. These are also called bearer bonds. Perhaps you know, when there is a black money is more, the government of India issued bearer bond. Anybody can purchase. Anybody can purchase. There is no need. It is as good as a currency note, as good as an Indian postal order. So you go and give the money, take the bond. That bond after 5 years you give, they will give the double amount. So this is one way of unearthing the black money. Details will be asked. So these are called bearer bonds. Anyone who is holding the bond can redeem. The chances of loss or misplacement are more in this case. Then comes callable bond. It allows the issuer of the bond to retain the right of redeeming the bond at some point before maturity date. Excuse. In other words, on the specified date, that is the call date, the issuer has the right but not obligation to buy back the bond from the bondholder at a defined call price. I give an example. I had given you in January 2015 rupees 10 lakh at 10% interest for 10 years. You had given me a bond promising to pay 10% interest every year for 10 years. So you are the issuer of the bond, that is the borrower, and I am the bond holder, that is lender. Now in 2020, the interest rate is very low, and in fact even the banks charge only 4%. In such circumstances, to pay 10% interest is foolish. So, the issuer of the bond should have opted for callable bond at the end of 5th year, in which case the issuer, that is you, could have closed the account and borrowed from somewhere else. This is called callable bond. Now comes fixed rate bond or debenture. In this case, the interest rate is fixed for the entire period of loan. On the other hand, there is a floating interest rate for bond and debenture, where the interest rate varies depending upon either on MCLR or Mumbai Interbank Offer Rate. What is Mumbai Interbank Offer Rate? What is London Interbank Offer Rate? I will tell you later. For the present, remember. So we will end the class now. We will continue in the next class. The kinds of bonds we will continue in the next class also. Thank you.